Yo, what's happening, people? You're listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast, the Kenny Omega approved podcast. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, you already know this podcast is by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Bow!
Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 156 of the WRESTHINGS podcast. As you guys can hear, once again, we're back via internet, broadband, or Wi-Fi,
remote,
all our providers. Always EE, Talk, Vodafone,
Big up BT.
Sky, BT.
Like a mobile.
Keep going.
What else is there?
Gift gaff.
Vodafone.
I've got Wi-Fi now.
I have no idea.
Even there's someone in our area called Community Hub.
Community Hub is good, you know. Is it Community Fiber?
Yeah, Community Fiber, something like
Community
that.
Fiber.
They're good. They do, and Hyper Optic as well. They're good.
Virgin as well.
Yeah. If you're back home in Nigeria or Ghana, they've got MTN.
MTN.
Or Tigo. Yeah, so big up them, man. It's a full Joshua Nafi, formerly known as VHS Pappy. To my left, I've got
The main event liver, champagne sipper, big back driller, babyface killer, it's your boy live on the podcast.
What's up, people? My name is Max. I'm a wrestling fan, wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac, if you will. And you're tuned in to another episode of the WRESTHINGS podcast. And last but not least, we have...
It's your boy Sam Blacks, Mr. Controversial, Underdone, Official Top 5, Dead or Alive, Big Man, Nikki Baylor's baby boy, Mr.
Yes,
Hot Takes. We're here, man, immediately on your queen.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately on your queen.
Yeah, because you know what? I think last week when Fingers pissed me off, I revealed a lot. So, you know.
Oh, okay.
I just had to fucking...
hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Bro,
how's everyone doing?
Yeah, I'm blessed.
How's everyone doing?
I think January is just one of those months, man. It's just, but brighter days.
January's long. February's a quick month, isn't it? So February just goes like from like that. But it's March. March is what I'm scared of. That's the longest month, bro.
March should be ending well for us.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Yeah, it should. Yeah,
Definitely.
That's something
I just can't wait for this month to be over, man.
Fam, this January has been such a slog because from work, I got paid for... because they want to pay people before Christmas, innit? So people got money for Christmas. Yeah. So I've been paid for halfway through December, I've been paid. So for 6 weeks, I've been managing money.
Mex Pele.
Right. And then obviously I told you lot some idiot wanted to drive into my car the other day. So yeah, but yeah, we're all still alive, everyone's still healthy, so we thank God.
100.
Bro, everyone else all good?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm good.
It's good up.
Good, man. Hey, let's go straight to WWE Raw 30. First and foremost, that Raw XXX thing got me in so much trouble. WWE should bro, people will send me some crazy shit. Like, are you watching a porno? Are you doing this, mate? Fucking hell, mate. Calm down, mate. Fucking hell, it's only 1 a.m. Like, bro.
Man said 999.
Bro, I'm watching flipping wrestling, bro. I feel like WWE should have done Raw 30 because they were saying on TV.
Yeah.
But the hashtag...
I think it's part of the whole, so Raw is War was like Attitude Era where things were more like raunchy and all of that. Yeah. So I think they were kind of slightly playing into that whole thing with the XXX, with the same Raw is XXX logo and all of that stuff. Like they'll be in a bit, just a bit frisky with it.
Yeah, man.
Tried to be playful, what?
Yeah, man. Big up, let me not say much. Just big up Raw XS, man. Get me. Big up, man.
So basically, Raw opened up with one of the best segments this year. People are saying it deserves an Emmy or an Oscar. Jey Uso in particular.
Well, that's a lie. Raw opened up with Hulk Hogan.
Fuck that.
We didn't see that. You see that one?
Hey, I was actually forgot about it, And I'm a big Jimmy Hart fan. I love Jimmy Hart. He's a great manager.
This guy's whole promo was collapsed with like a microphone wasn't working and all sorts.
Do you know I thought that was my TV?
Yeah.
I did that first as well.
I thought that was my TV. I was like, what's going on, fam? He only came for that segment and bounce, and they got his check and bounce.
Good.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they can't keep Hogan on TV for too long, man.
Myself. He's too comical, isn't it? Like, he's too like, let me tell you something. We're here at the grand stage. No one. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you can't talk like that no more. So,
this ain't the 80s, bruv.
Trust me, fam. But yeah, the bloodline, the court. How did you guys find? I think that was one of the best segments on the show.
Bro,
Sammy, like, literally just saying, you know, man, fuck it, do your worst. And Jay comes in to save the day.
Yeah,
amazing scene, great TV. At this point, I don't mind Sammy fucking up Roman Reigns to win the title. But guys, let me know what you guys think, man.
Cool. Let me go first. Firstly, Sami Zayn got that NFA in it, that no further action. He didn't bust case, he just got an NFA. So there's gonna be more to continue from this. And secondly, the trial was sick. I didn't expect Jey Uso to jump in like that and come in for the save. I was thinking Solo Sikoa's gonna smoke Sammy. You know, Solo, he's that guy with a ting in a pouch, bro.
Yeah.
He's a dirt man still. He's a dirt man.
When Roman Reigns said, Solo, hey, nah, I got shook for Sammy.
Yeah.
I got shook for him.
No, Solo's got the thing in his for real. Like, even his face, yeah, like, he doesn't even care, you know. Like, he just said,
unmoved,
bro,
no emotion, didn't question the decision, whether he's pals with Sammy or not. The guy at the top said, it's time to X this one. And he said, boy, this is the man that pays me. I'm about to go X him. And then, obviously, I think that just the dynamic of Jay stopping him, Jay being his brother. And obviously, we see a lot of the Usos and Solo Sikoa. Obviously, they're all brothers and all of that. Real life brothers. But then we haven't really seen, I think, that level of communication. And even if it wasn't much, but we haven't really seen that level of communication between Jay and Solo.
100%.
For him to kind of completely stop him, look him in the eyes. And it was a real, like, big brother looking at his younger brother moment, like, don't do this sort of thing. And I didn't even know, like, Jay was, like, taller than him in that respect, because obviously Solo's a big guy anyway, like, he looks imposing. But yeah, Jay had some height on him, just kind of looked down on him like, no, you're not doing this. And of all people, you know, Jay to come to the defense of Sami Zayn after everything they've went through. And yeah, I loved some of his lines in there of, you know, he kept taking bullets for us, the Usos, took a bullet for Roman, you know, my guy right here's bulletproof. Like, it was so good. The only thing I wish Jay maybe said or leaned into was the fact that he is the right-hand man. And maybe it's over-egging it by him actually saying that. But it's like, maybe he should have done a bit more to kind of convince Roman. Like, Roman just believed him from day one, especially once he started putting the stuff on the Titron, innit? Like, if he just said, come on, like, it's me, your right-hand man, I'm saying this, I'm vouching for him. Like, I think that maybe you would have just hit home and maybe sold it to Roman a bit more. Maybe they were just running on time and all of that stuff. But yeah, and then obviously getting the whole crowd to vote, you know, put your ones up if you want Sammy to be innocent, like, and Jimmy stood up and everyone in the crowd, like, so good.
Sick. I definitely feel like Paul Heyman's gonna be the person that kind of, like, obviously we see what Paul Heyman done yesterday on Monday. He was the guy that was stirring the pot. Like, he's gonna stir the pot so much to the point where, like, Roman is actually going to listen to him one day. I feel like Roman's already made his mind up.
Yeah.
He's just letting things run a bit.
Bro, he got the NFA, man. Right now, Sammy's on probation. He's got the tag on his ankle.
He's on bail.
We'll see.
I think what's going to transpire is that I think yeah, man, Paul Heyman's going to get. I think he's going to get slumped because he keeps on
egging him on.
I mean, you egg it on for too long. Is that, bro? What are you really on, man? I saw man punch him and he's out for a couple months again. I thought that the trial was good. Solo Sikoa was definitely a dirt man. You know what I mean? He's that guy that you just send, like, yo, big man, handle him right now.
You
No
see
question.
my man over there with a pound.
Yeah. Man, don't talk. You know when you're doing dirty shit. I don't know. Allegedly, whoever done it, you get me? Niggas just don't talk. They just get it done.
Yeah.
Man, just get it done. It's proper like
no questions asked.
Wait for the hand gesture first.
Man came with you get me, the spike. You know what I mean? That thumb. You know, and was about to nank, and obviously Jay had to stop the next shot. You know what I mean?
Even from like a cinematography point of view, the way he kind of came behind him, like, you know, like them like old school executioners. Like they'll come and like chop someone's neck off or whatever, like when they're in the stall and then cut their head off or whatever. Like it's literally how he just came from behind, and Sammy was just like resigned to death. Like this is it. Like I'm done out here. And then there was even a point where I was watching it back, where when Jay kind of stopped his brother doing it, like Sammy was still there, like eyes closed, like is this guy gonna do it or not? Like it was just played brilliantly by everybody.
100%.
Even like the whole like video thing, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the whole video, which called examples to come up. The whole like, you know, when Bohemian was talking or Roman was talking, the video will come up. So even Jay, the whole Jay thing, videos coming up as well. So, bro, I feel like this might be the best story that WWE has done in a very long time.
100%.
There's a lot to it.
100%.
I think especially with the episode, we were seeing a lot of Raw 30, like big Raw moments. But even when I was watching those Raw moments, and a lot of them, like even like Austin versus Tyson and all these other bits and bobs that they showed, like none of those moments, in my opinion, and maybe this is just recency bias, but none of them moments have actually hit emotionally, like on this level, I don't think. Them moments have been good, like, and entertaining. Sam, I want to hear what Sam says. No. I'm not saying those moments have been rubbish, and I'm not trying to rank if those moments are below or above this one. But I'm saying this one hit in a different way, whereas those ones are just sheer like chaos and madness and Braun Strowman tipping over a truck and that's all kinds of madness. This one was a different kind of like just emotional roller coaster where 1 minute this guy was dead out, and then, you know, his bedroom brought him back, and now he's not guilty, but you live to fight another day because I need you to do a next thing at Royal Rumble. Like, it is literally just like this, like emotions all over the place. And I just can't think of another, what we would call one of the great Raw moments that ever felt like this. They've just all been like, oh my God moments, if you see what I mean, more so than, you know, storytelling, emotional bits.
No, I definitely agree.
Let me just say, Sami Zayn, he's definitely got that sympathy tax
from the crowd.
Whenever I see him, I'm just like, I just feel like, oh, it's Sami, innit? Like, he softens you up, you get it?
Yeah.
Bro, go on, Nuffy.
I was going to say, even the match that they had after that with against...
match was cold. The tag match was cold.
And also, I'm sorry to say, bro, Adam Pearce, I'm sorry, he needs a PA. It's not every single time that he should be coming out this dude. Honestly, he came out at least 3 times yesterday. On Monday, sorry.
No, he did.
Well, he needs to join. He needs a PA.
Adam Pearce is scattered, bro. That guy is just, he's stretched. Like, even having him as this official GM across both shows, I don't really know if it works.
It doesn't.
It's just a bit much, but yeah, even Sammy, you know, at first I thought Jay was done. I thought he was proper injured. I was like, oh my God.
Jimmy.
Yeah. And then when I clocked that, this is Sammy that's gonna jump in now. And he said, you know, Jimmy Uso's out, but Sammy Uso's ready. Like, and the crowd went mad. And he went in, and you know, we've been talking a lot in the group recently about, is Sammy a joke man or is he up for it? Bro, look at that like 5-minute stint from Sammy. Like, this guy can wrestle. Like, I don't understand this whole narrative of he's a joke. Like,
wait. Are people questioning Sami Zayn's wrestling ability?
I don't think the wrestling ability per se, but just that his character is a joke. But like, I'm not sure I agree with that either.
But I think that's the whole kind of reason as to why he has that character, because you kind of underestimate his his style in the ring for those who have just been introduced to Sami Zayn.
Mm.
But we all know he's a fucking good athlete in the ring and he can do what he needs to do to get the job done. And even with this character, this is the best Sami Zayn I've ever seen him on the main roster.
Yeah.
Unbelievable shit, man.
I'll be honest. I see why people question his character because it's kind of got that coward's kind of tendency in it, or he's sly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but did you question Seth Rollins in 2015? Then
of course
you thought he was a joke character.
No, he's sly. He's a coward, but like wrestling ability, great.
Wrestling has been filled with cowardly heels. Like it's completely filled with it. So if that's what we're using as the bar to say someone's a joke character, the bar is very low, bro.
No, but that's what he is. He's like a joker in a way. Yeah.
I mean, I get it, and I don't.
I'm not saying he's a joke man. Like, but he's more like a joker. And then Roman's like a king, and then the Usos are like knights, and then Solo Sikoa is like, the bishop or something.
The bishop. Yeah, he's the jester in the castle sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, man will just shoot you, man. That's what he's on anyway.
But I was saying that I think WWE are in trouble, guys. I think with Sami Zayn and this heat that he's got, like going into the Rumble. And we all know, like, Cody, whether we like it or not, is, favorite to probably win the Rumble. Cody might get booed if Sami Zayn don't win. We've seen this before. The crowd literally turn on, the man that got thrown out or whatever the case is.
Do you know what's gonna happen?
What?
Make sure. Do you remember Roman Reigns said, his big test is on Saturday? Yeah. I've got a feeling, Roman's gonna make all the bloodline go into the Royal Rumble and protect that ring.
100%.
Yeah, I've thought this. I think
Cody might be the guy to eliminate, or The Rock might be the guy to come and. Oh shit,
bro! You see,
there's so many outlets.
This Rumble's gonna be amazing, bro.
Yeah,
I definitely think, as much as I don't want it, I definitely think the likes of The Rock could be in the Rumble. Because if they announced Cody ahead of time, they've got another surprise.
They've got another surprise.
They've got a bigger surprise. For sure. So I don't want to kind of, get us all excited, but I think that The Rock could be in the Rumble. But at the same time, I think the mission could be, look, Sami, you have to make sure a member of the bloodline wins this Rumble. And he fails, and then that's when the turn happens, maybe.
You know what's mad? You know what's mad? If you get The Rock, you have Sami, and you have Cody to win the Rumble, now it's like, who the hell do you choose?
Sami. Out of all of them, I'm choosing Sami to win the title.
To win the Rumble, it should be, for story and everything, it should be Sami.
Sami,
No,
go on.
I think it should be one of them ones where Sami goes out to the ring and then he gets beat up, and in the Rumble, where they get like thrown out through like the bottom rope early.
Yeah.
You don't see them for time. Yeah.
Then he comes back. Because this is the thing, like, as per the story, if Sami Zayn can become number one contender, but at the same time, he can't look like he's trying to become number one contender. Yeah. Because that means he wants to go against Roman. Yeah. So if he is to become number one contender, it basically has to be by an accident, by a fluke, through like a Royal Rumble match, or maybe Money in the Bank or something like that. It can't be like, I'm beating several guys because I want the champion sort of thing. Yeah, Roman will take his head off. So
100%.
Speaking of Money in the Bank, because we're getting Money in the Bank at WrestleMania this year.
I don't know, are we? Because they're doing it in London.
No, there's no Money in the Bank still.
Yeah,
it's probably not at WrestleMania.
I was gonna say, things should win the Money in the Bank rather.
Who?
Cody.
Yeah, that would have been a good
idea. That would be.
Because I can't lie, Cody being in the title picture right now doesn't make sense. What I can see happening is Cody probably going to face-to-face with Seth, and after they probably run Seth and Cody again to give Seth some sort of, storyline. They'll probably start another wrestler there. I don't know, just to give Cody some sort of program or something. Because I think he should stay away from the title picture right now, because people are going to hate him.
I agree.
What I'm saying, Don't put the mid-card star in the
Oh, shut up, man. It's not mid-card star, bro.
True, don't put the main event straight away. Give it a while. Let it marinate. You know when you're putting the chicken, let it rest for a couple hours.
He'll be last three though, for sure. Last three for sure.
Let him get that money in the bank. Let him grind hard. Let me see more. I want to see more. Give me more. I mean,
I don't. If the plan isn't for, it depends what their plan is for WrestleMania between Roman, Cody, and The Rock. Like, if it's not going to be Cody dethroning Roman at WrestleMania, then he may as well win the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
You know, he could win the Rumble and then just lose his opportunity. That's an option. But I think Money in the Bank with Cody it's very much like, you know, more of an honorable thing. And then he could do the whole face thing of, I'm cashing in at the SummerSlam and this, that, and the other. And they can build to it. And then he wins the title there. But I think it's all a bit up in the air. We don't even know if The Rock is coming. And then I think Sami Zayn is literally throwing the Daniel Bryan spanner in the works, the Kofi Kingston spanner in the works that we never saw coming. Like, I think they're honestly setting themselves up for some booze on the weekend if they haven't planned this intricately. Like, they could do something like Sami Zayn comes in and he gets thrown out very early, so that by the time Cody wins, he's like forgotten. If you see what I mean.
Oh yes, yeah. So we've actually forgotten.
They leave Sami Zayn in there to have a run, and he's doing some good stuff and eliminating guys. And then he gets thrown out.
That's not going to work,
bro. Sami Zayn, he has to be the first to be thrown out of the Rumble then.
On Saturday,
yeah,
I will be booing Cody. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
I think Cody's
when you get bottled on Saturday, and then you wake up on Monday, don't complain.
He'll wake up on Monday and find out Cody's the number one contender. Cody's main eventing.
Plastic bottle, you know.
I see Cody as like the garnish for the Royal Rumble. He's an attraction because obviously last year, Turbo Royal Rumble, he wasn't happy with how the thing span that. That Royal Rumble for Brock Lesnar, really and truly. This year we've got a lot of stars coming in, so not even stars, new faces, not even new faces, but like returns, I'll say. So Cody's like the seasoner for me, but come to think of it now, if there's any person I want to see at WrestleMania for this title, it has to be Sami Zayn. The whole Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan thing you just said there, that really kind of resonated with me a lot, because the Kofi thing, bro, that was, I think, I cried. I was emotional that day when he won. And obviously the Daniel Bryan thing, I didn't live through it, but I watched it back. It was him, Batista, and Randy Orton, right?
Yeah.
And he had 2 matches in the same night with Triple H as well.
Excellent.
Correct.
Amazing. If that happens on WrestleMania, that is historic.
100%.
And Sami Zayn will be a big... Imagine Sami Zayn with the WWE title.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
I would prefer that. I would prefer that better than Cody getting the title at Mania.
Max, mute his mic.
No, but he's right though. He's not. But look, on the rule, I'm actually agreeing with Sam.
I'm only 110 kg, but I'll put you on the floor, bro. So no threat. No threat.
On the rule, like, I really agree with Sam when it comes to Cody, but on this point here, the story that's been set up for us here is a through ball. All WWE has to do is a score. If they miss this, then
you put Cody in the spanner of things now to mess it all up for what?
I mean, Cody can't be in it because Cody's a face.
Yeah,
Sammy's a face. Go on, what did you say, Max?
The thing is, the Royal Rumble is allowed to kind of spout up a random person to win and then go to WrestleMania. I mean, it's that's the whole point of the match, really, isn't it? So we can't complain. Cody wins it. However, I just feel with the story Cody's telling, you know, I've come back, I'm winning this WWE title, the one my dad never won. It's the only thing I want and why I came back. He has not been here. He has been injured. I even think he would play into Cody's story further, that if he came into the Rumble, had an outstanding performance, maybe even an Iron Man performance, and he was the last person to get thrown out. And it's like, oh my God, like this was my chance. I've messed it up. Whatever the case is. Maybe he can spiral off and do some US championship stuff, win the US championship at WrestleMania, then win Money in the Bank. And then we've seen him a bit And then we go again back to this story of, you know, him getting to the WWE title. Him wanting to win the WWE title is all well and good, but he's literally been away. How, like, I know kayfabe is a thing and everything, but let's just think about it like reasonable human beings, right? This guy's been away for 6 months. You're then going to tell me he's going to enter the biggest gauntlet match in wrestling, last for 60 minutes and beat everybody and win?
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Like,
I don't believe it still.
That's universe booking. That's PS2 booking.
This is what I mean.
If WWE do that, that's a kid booking that match.
No, 100%. Do you know what? Enough, I agree with you, know, that this is definitely a through ball because this is probably one of the biggest feel-good moments WWE can produce in such a long time. Since Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. I can't remember another one. Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, before Kofi, it was Daniel Bryan. Like they like, let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of stock in Cody winning. There's a lot of money in Cody winning and going on and doing all of that kind of stuff. So I'm not against Cody winning, not at all. But I just feel story-wise, as per the stories being told on TV, there are better options than Cody. And it's going to be very, you know, Triple H and whomsoever they're surely aware that, you know, we are gonna tread a thin line with how we book this Royal Rumble if Sammy don't win it. Or if Sammy gets too close to the end and don't win it. So maybe they do something where his trial is, you know, he has to do something in the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match, depending on what's going on last. We don't even know what's going on last year, and maybe he gets taken out and then can't be in the Rumble. I think that's one way to just squash it all together. And if Sami Zayn don't enter the Rumble, no one can complain that he won. People will boo, because I swear people booed, I think 2014 when they thought Daniel Bryan was going to be in the Rumble, and then Rey Mysterio entered in last. People went mad. But it's just a very kind of thin line that they're walking on.
Good question. Have they announced all the male wrestlers that's in the Rumble?
No.
So as it stands,
I think 11 guys, I think.
The rest of them are just random. Cool. What if the last 4 are Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, The Rock, and Cody? Yeah? So Sami Zayn and the Solo have just now eliminated everyone. Everyone's gone. It's just them 2 left here. The plan is to basically protect this title. By accident, Solo Sikoa leaves the ring because obviously he's like, we've done our job. Let's leave. So he walks out the ring, and so Sami Zayn's the last person in the ring. Sami Zayn is now announced as, oh shit, Sami Zayn has won the Royal Rumble. Not intentionally, but do you get what I mean?
It's giving me great Carly vibes still.
I'm thinking, what other way can this happen? Like,
well, they can't do it like something like that because people will do that. Like,
people
Sammy would have to turn on Solo and like throw him over the top or something, and then everyone's stunned. Like even if they wanted to do something like that, like egg it big when it's only just Sammy and Solo left, let Roman's music hit, let him come down to the ring, clapping and everything, thinking that he's won the Rumble himself because now his 2 guys are in there, and then Sammy turns and throws Solo out. That could be a way to do it.
Good question. Do you feel that Sammy could beat Roman? Because I definitely can. With his moveset, Blue Thunder Bomb, hell of a kick. Bro,
versus Superman punch. I'm picking a Haluva kick.
No, imagine a reversal with Superman punch here. He goes into the turnbuckle, Haluva kick, bam, Blue Thunderbolt, bam, 1, 2, 3.
It'll be close. To be honest, it'll be a close match, but Roman legend, man.
Bruv, if we're talking movesets, Sammy's moveset is better. We know this, but. Like the way they have booked Roman over 2 years, there is no way. There's ways that this could happen. And like I've been saying, if this was AEW, we would be talking this into reality. They would be fulfilling what the story is telling us, and Sami Zayn will be taking this championship off Roman Reigns.
100%.
But
you know what? With AEW, they like the David and Goliath story. With WWE, they're kind of backwards.
Yeah, trust. Fuck all of that AEW shit. Yeah. All that David Goliath. Oh yeah, let me throw my fucking slingshot. Fuck all that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Father to Holy Spirit though. Oh my god, forgive me.
Oh no. Yeah, you got to say.
But still, Scud Up and everything. The E, you understand? Their storylines, and where they're gonna make it all theatric and that. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen. Mitch is gonna be out of the spanners, but Cody won't be champion though. That's a promise.
He will be. It's just a matter of will it be at WrestleMania or later on.
It won't be right now. No.
Yeah.
But from what all the accounts and reports are saying, it looks like the turn is happening soon enough because Elimination Chamber is happening in February, and that's in Montreal, Canada, and that's when people are speculating we'll get Roman versus Sami Zayn for the world title. So at least Sami Zayn gets his pop at the title, and then Roman can move on to WrestleMania. Yeah, I think if they do that to main event a Montreal show in Canada, the place is gonna be wild for Sami Zayn.
Because do you know what Sami Zayn needs? I feel like the Roman and Sami Zayn match needs to be at Mania, man. Because I feel like that's like the final page. That's like bam, done. I feel like Roman should continue to like puppet Sami until the end. Then after Sami breaks, and Sami's like, bro, I can't do this shit no more. You guys are pushing to him. You guys are pushing to the limit. For him as a flipping snake. The only people that got my back here is the Usos. And they just look at each other. Jay's like, you're right. This guy's been playing us the whole time.
Yeah.
It's the smell. I heard my cousins are in trouble.
You know what?
My cousins in trouble.
I can't lie. I don't think The Rock should come back,
Relax, man.
No, he's come back, bro. You think I'm going to LA for fun?
That's just what kind of. Wow. But yeah, The Rock, 100%.
I don't think he should come back because I like this storyline with Sami Zayn, bro. Like, I want to see Sami Zayn in WrestleMania.
The Rock should come back as a thing where it's like, cool, I'm here to sell WrestleMania. Obviously, it's been sold out, but I'm here. I'm like, do you get what I'm trying to come at? He's like, okay, wireless. You got the little babies. You got the what else is there? You got Ice Spice. You got what else is there? You got Lancey. You got this person.
You need the headliner.
The Rock is Coachella. The Rock is the big bold one. Underneath is Sami Zayn. That's what we're going for. Yeah.
Well, even as a sales tactic, if what they're saying is true, WrestleMania has sold out, innit? So it's not like they need The Rock now to sell tickets.
They don't,
because they're already claiming it's sold out. But to bring The Rock in now, like they had this chance at this acknowledgement ceremony that was supposed to happen that turned into what we got on Monday. Like, to bring him in now, we can still have the demise. Like, if he kicks out Sami and the Usos think, this isn't the right move, we could still have like the breakdown of the bloodline between now and February. Maybe after he beats Sami Zayn in February, that's when The Rock can be like, listen, I've been watching you for 2 years run amok and ruin this family, and now all of this, I'm coming to kind of be the head of the table and all of that stuff. Like, that could be a way to introduce The Rock at this point. But yeah, they're telling a very good story now.
Very good.
That right now it's literally a case of shoehorning in The Rock, shoehorning in Cody, but everything they need is being told on TV right now. So yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, bro. A lot of people were upset about the women's segment on Raw this week. Obviously, it was meant to have the cage match between Bayley and Becky. Bayley was not saying it's good. Bayley came to the ring with damage control, and from that moment there, we knew what was happening. Like, as soon as Becky tried to enter the ring, kalas. Max, talk to me, man. I think you're one of the people that wasn't really happy with it. So, what do you think,
bro? It's Raw 30 is a celebration of Raw, right? And they rubbed out a women's segment, which they've been advertising for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and then and these are two of the biggest stars in this division. Like, this ain't just no itty bitty match of any random two women. I just don't understand if you're not going to have time to do this. Like, they've been running, this is what I was saying in the group chat, they've been running Raw for 30 years, as we know. Like, they should know how long segments will take, or if people are going to go over this, that, and the other. So they should have known this is probably going to be impossible to fit in a cage match and do the cage match justice into a Raw that is so jam-packed. So why advertise it for the show? Like they could have just let them had a little segment of beating each other up, and then put this match on the Rumble pay-per-view or something like that. They haven't even said up to this point when this match is going to be. So them women didn't get their shine. They didn't get their match. And then it's just annoying when we had Bianca and what's her face? Sonya Deville just had a nothing match.
Yeah.
Because of the DX segment, we had a 6-man tag, which is, again, a nothing match. We had Hulk Hogan rearing his head at the beginning of the show. Take away all of this stuff, yeah? That's your cage match time.
That's your cage match, yeah.
So, like, I just think it's poor. Like no, you're celebrating Raw. No Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
No Lita.
Yeah.
Like,
Lita was advertised.
Exactly. Where was she?
She was special guest referee.
Where was she? Where?
She was meant to be.
Oh, she was meant to be.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, they collapsed her because they collapsed the cage match. No Jacqueline, no Jazz. These are people that have, no Alicia Fox, no Michelle McCool, all of these usual people. You lot went and dug out Alundra Blaze, and just put her in some backstage
casino thing.
Man said you dug her out.
It's just like there was just no acknowledgement of women at all throughout this entire show. And, then you lot want to come and do Women's Evolution or try to sell us on Women's Evolution. Maybe it's because Stephanie's gone now. These men are just going to do what they want and they don't care about women's wrestling or whatever the case is. I think, they need to have a little showcase at least, man.
Yeah.
You couldn't bring a Trish Stratus and Alita, at least.
At least, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Matt's you're absolutely right on that one.
Because are we meant to be getting a dream match between, is it Trish and Charlotte or something? Someone was going back and forth on Twitter. I don't know if it was Trish and someone. It was Trish and someone though, but I forgot who it was.
It might have been Trish and Charlotte or Trish and Sasha. One of them anyway.
Yeah, they should, we should have got that Raw. Even that just little sort of face off. Just bow. But we didn't get that.
I don't think they talked about the women's evolution really at all, even within the video package.
Well,
Paige, who was obviously instrumental in that, they didn't show for obvious reasons. AJ Lee, instrumental, didn't show for obvious reasons. Sasha Banks, instrumental, they didn't show for obvious reasons. So they just collapsed all the women's stuff as if the women's stuff just never happened.
Even Charlotte just didn't even mention Sasha. I thought, raw. All right.
Yeah. Why did WWE do that? Why don't they? Because obviously, cool, they were former colleagues at your company. I don't know. Maybe I'm for example, say if Arsenal still mention Van Persie as one of the best strikers that's ever been at Arsenal, right?
Yeah,
of course.
What's the reason why WWE don't want to do that?
They don't want to give the other companies attention. They don't want to divert their fans elsewhere.
You're not mentioning the company though, and
WWE, yeah, but you're mentioning the star, isn't it?
But you know why it's even stupid? Because they can say Paige because she ain't called Paige today. They can say Sasha Banks because she ain't called Sasha Banks today.
Yeah.
So they still own the intellectual property of these names at the very least. We can say great women built this division. Women like Paige, women like AJ Lee, women like Sasha Banks. We all know Paige is now Saraya and Sasha Banks is Mercedes Moné. But they can get away with that on their product. You see what I mean?
They didn't even mention the Bellas, dog.
They didn't mention, bruv. What I saw here, the Bellas flew into Philadelphia and they were told what was the segment that they were going to be in. And they said, no, we're not doing this.
What's it? What was? I
don't know how they plan to use them. I don't know what they were told in it, but that they were in Philadelphia. I'm sure you saw the live they done.
In a hotel.
They were in a hotel in Philadelphia. They flew in for this show. And maybe they called and said, what are we doing? Or whatever the case is. And whatever it was just wasn't to their liking. And they said, we're not coming. We're not doing this. You're not acknowledging women. I said, that's my babe.
I heard.
Yeah, man. You better, man. That's my babes. You got to fight for your rights. You know?
They did mention the Bellas though. They mentioned them on a TV show that they're going to be on E. They mentioned it during Charlotte walking in, but that's still nothing. That's nothing to do with women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, bro, yes, they need to fix up on that.
And the Bellas are responsible for a lot of their female crowd.
Yeah.
Doing all that, I can't even remember what's it called, Total Divas. Doing all of them things there, or the Bella Twins, their own show when they span off. a lot of these women that are invested today came through those avenues, like. And yeah, I just thought it was very, very poor, man. Like, especially for Triple H that managed women so well in his time in NXT, managed these particular women like Bayley and Becky so well in his time in NXT. I just thought, out of everything you could have collapsed, there were matches that didn't need to happen. There were segments that needed to happen. Rubbish legends that you're showing us. Like, you could have had this match.
Yeah.
Do you think that was Vince? Do you think that was Vince tax though?
Vince is not even. Vince was even there.
I don't know. This Vince guy, once he's back, bruv, his hands, he's like the puppet master, bruv. Just
apparently, rumors are that Vince allegedly Vince wasn't there. Vince literally has not been on TV like since
being at TV.
He hasn't actually even touched Crave yet.
Yeah,
but the plan is that he will touch it one day, but as for now, he's not even close to it. So
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it.
So that could be Triple H just settling the nerves of people backstage.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's true or not, but
sure.
Boy.
A-Dub.
Hang on.
What's up?
Mandem just completely just erased what
Yeah.
else Raw 30.
Blacks, I agree.
Oh shit. I'm gonna forget. Sorry. Let's go back.
Let it breathe. Bex, you drink that water. Yes. Let it breathe. Yeah.
How can I forget?
Like right now, but you know what I'm saying?
Dead man. Undertaker. Great segment. What made me laugh was when LA Knight was like, I heard you say that the roster backstage are very soft, but you see me, I'm not one of them guys. I think Undertaker didn't even know that was coming. You can see by his face.
Yeah.
That was good.
LA Knight is carrying this Bray Wyatt feud.
Oh.
Yeah, it's carrying it. Up to now, I still don't know what's going on, but all I know is LA Knight is putting in a shift to make people try to care about this.
Yeah. So, I didn't know that whole thing was people catching on to it though. Do you know that? Yeah. People People now. People are saying it.
He knows how to do it though. He knows he does it well.
Yeah. He does it well, bro.
He's a star.
Yeah.
You know, it was nice to see Undertaker come out.
The American Badass.
I guess I could tolerate that. I preferred a different theme. I wanted a different theme.
You wanted it done.
You done it now. At least that. Because it has a dong. Good man. What? At least that. But man come with hey.
That was the first one. That was his first theme.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah. I thought, okay, cool. Then I see him come down. I was thinking, damn, you gone old, nigga. But it's okay. I'm happy. And then when he saw Wyatt and then, whispered to Wyatt, I thought, all right, cool. Yeah, man, that's a passing of the torch. You can be the new scary guy now.
Who would have thought the passing of the torch would be a whisper in the ear, bro?
Yeah, that's what it needs to be, though.
That's
what it needs to be, man. Keep that secret.
Little discreet thing.
Yeah.
That'll be released in probably 10 years' time. Wyatt will say something.
What did he say?
Yeah. Trust me.
Good segment.
Anyway, that's what to get out my, my goat came back. What a moment. I'm happy. Skudapum and everything. Skudakumana. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good segment. I can't lie. That one, it was a good segment still.
And then we had the main event where Lesnar made his return.
Yes, Lesnar.
Yeah, crazy. Out of nowhere.
Hey, why does he keep coming after Lashley, man? Lashley makes progress, then Lesnar's like, nah, hold on 1 second.
You know why? It needs to be best of 3, bro. Like, obviously the match that they had at Crown, was it Crown Jewel? Crown Jewel. Lashley won by submission.
No, Lesnar won.
Oh, Lesnar.
Lashley had him in the hurt lock, and then Lesnar does some next thing and just rolled him up and pinned him.
Yeah, that wasn't a pin. He done a Bret Hart pin. I call it Bret Hart pin. It was like a Bret Hart pin, innit?
Yeah.
He done that pin. So I feel like Bobby Lashley should be chasing Brock.
Yeah.
Correct.
But yeah, either way, I'm so happy that we're still gonna get this again, isn't it?
I guess it's hard to chase a man that's not there.
Yeah.
But, I was saying on my channel the other day that it's obviously this looks like he's probably going to go to WrestleMania, which is good. It's a good kind of platform, a good non-title match, big match like feel without a title being involved for these two. But it's all about kind of how we're going to maintain this story, especially where Brock ain't there all week. And I would love a segment where Lashley goes into the bush, goes into the woods, like to hunt Brock Lesnar, like, and they like have beef on his farm, like
that'll
like
be crazy.
match before we get to the actual wrestling match, like they're fighting in, like them
the stables.
I don't even know what to call them. Yeah, but like inside like the kitchens where you see the cows are hanging from the
ceiling. Like the beef where they cut the beef in that. Yeah, the beef, the butcher house.
Like they're just boxing them, they're fighting them. Like, in the fridge, in the fridge. Like something like that. I think would be cold.
I was thinking a bit attitude there, yeah. If Lashley entered the farm and Lesnar has the big strap, don't move!
As a shotty.
No, wait. Lesnar
I can't lie.
Takes it off him.
Is that PG? Could they let Lesnar shoot a gun? Like obviously shoot at Lashley, but he misses. Like can they run that on TV?
No, they can't run it. It's guns, isn't it? It's not that sort of thing. I don't think. I mean, obviously, he's not. I don't know. Because obviously, last time he should have gone, Vince had to apologize. Do you remember that? I think the only thing it can work here is if.
But is it because they pretended? Is it because they pretended that Stone Cold was dead?
No, I think because they cut off straight away. Or maybe at that time, maybe it was different rules at the time, innit?
If they leave it till late, like the last thing they show on Raw before Raw goes off,
and it switches off,
so it'll be like late at night, and it's like Lashley, like Lesnar chasing him out of the fridge and just lets off a shotgun into the woods, like and you just see Lashley like diving and like they need to build this. I think
if they had a laser, if Brock had a laser, do you know the laser, the red dot?
Yeah.
Like they had the Johnny Guns thing here. And the thing does this, but Lashley does this, yeah. Then we're like, oh shit, this is peak. Man's trespassing. We don't know what's gonna happen to next week. The next week, you see Bobby Lashley turn up. He's like, bro, this guy tried to shoot me. Someone call the cops. you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
I actually have an idea. I think Lesnar's gonna go into the Royal Rumble. And Lashley's just going to come in and eliminate him or interfere.
I think both of them are going to be in
there. Yeah. I think Lashley's declared for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So, but either way, they can still cost the other person
100%
within the match. But yeah, I'm just thinking of ways that they can tell this story. Like if they do this like bulk filming, almost like a 3-part cinematic something within the forest or the bush or whatever, and then they can just release it like every other week, then we've kind of got, a month's worth of content of these guys telling their story and, why they're beefing each other and looking for each other, whatever the case is. And then we obviously get to WrestleMania match. And by then the heat might be so much, like we could have a kind of really good stipulation match or something at Mania, like a non-disqualification match or something like that. But at the same time, obviously Lashley's flirting with this Hurt Business thing. So will Hurt Business have a part to play in this match or this match coming about or the build to this match? It's a possibility.
You know why? I don't want that. Because Brock's going to tell him, Brock's going to turn Shelton and, what's his name?
He's going to flog them.
He's going to turn them to bowling balls. He's going to be throwing them around. You know, Brock does that thing when he throws them. Do you know what I mean, bro? It's like, bro, I don't want that. Like, I want to be Brock and Bobby just going like back and forth. They're like, yo, let's do this shit.
I hear it.
Let's finish it off now. But having these man come in and try and do flipping quality control, no, it doesn't work, man.
No, I hear it.
Doesn't work, bro.
But Bobby Lickens is going to get the win over Brock, though, for sure.
He has to.
Bobby Lickens.
He's got to, bro.
He's got to win, yeah. He's got to win.
No, he has to, man. Wallahi, he does. Immediately.
Yeah. A-Dub, this week. Remember what happened this week again? I've spent this. Yeah, because A-Dub comes to the end. It's the first thing you see in a week. So yeah, remind me, bro.
Well, obviously before AEW, there was the sad news of Jay Briscoe's death, which you guys, rightly covered and stuff for last week's episode. So what was the first match? I'm trying to remember some of the stuff. Let me see if I can find some. Because it feels like ages ago.
It does. It was that last week. That was we had the Young Bucks versus Top Flight.
Yeah, Young Bucks versus Top 5. That was a really good match.
Then we had Darby Allin versus Kushida. I didn't watch that. Oh, Brian Danielson versus Bandido.
Yeah, that was a sick match.
Yeah.
I think the big story, if I remember correctly, coming out of the show was this heel turn by Saraya.
Yeah, Saraya.
So she's turned heel with Toni Storm, it looks like, leaving Shida out in the cold. And it looks like they're probably setting up some like AEW originals versus these girls that have come in since then.
You're telling me now Britt Baker is now a face?
Mm-hmm.
But Britt Baker's been getting cheered. Like she gets cheered even when she was in the heat of her heel run. She's cheered.
She's a baddie though. Like obviously baddie.
But we all still, if she's got us everyone doing DMD, then we're cheering for her in a corner, and everyone loves Jamie Hayter. Yeah. So by default, she's getting some of them cheers as well now, innit?
Yeah.
So I think it's good because I think Saraya's been not very good since she's come in terms of being a face character and all of that kind of stuff. She said some things which come across arrogant, which I don't think were designed, but this is where AEW are good. Like they go with it. They won't, some of these places are scared to deviate from the plan that they have. Yeah. But yeah, if she's kind of messed up a promo and made herself sound arrogant and put people down, like they said, okay, well, you're not getting cheered, so we might as well make you a heel. They've turned her heel, it looks like. Turned Toni Storm heel. So I guess we'll see. But ultimately, the women over there are getting some good time now. They're doing some good stuff, which is more than we've discussed in women's wrestling in AEW since it started, really. So it's quite impressive. It's doing all right.
No, I agree. Definitely agree. What is MJF? Because I can't remember. Did MJF come out?
Sorry, what did you say? Is MJF what?
Did MJF come out this week?
I think he that's when he's basically paid Brian Cage to be to be the next man. He said, I don't care if you beat Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson or not, just injure him and all this kind of stuff. So tonight we're getting as we record Danielson versus Brian Cage.
That'll be a very good match.
Did you guys hear Brian Cage's contract is up in a couple of weeks?
Yeah. A couple of weeks, yeah.
You know what that means.
He's not come to the E. I can't lie to you. He's defo staying in AEW.
Maybe he just moves over more to the Ring of Honor side of things.
Maybe Impact, man.
He's done Impact though, hasn't he?
Yeah, go back home if you want.
Well, to be fair, he's a champion in Ring of Honor right now. So unless they make him lose it before then, but it could be interesting. Don't know how many people would be interested, but could be interesting for Brian Cage and whatever. But the AEW was good, and this week should be good as well. We got Darby Allin. I think he's taken on someone in House of Black.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy's taken on.
Yeah, Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, that's gonna be mental.
I realize with AEW, man, it's just matches you lot are just intrigued in, man. Really here.
I mean, there's stories there building up, but obviously, like Max just said,
Sam's trying to start something.
Really.
I'm just saying, innit? Like, the matches, innit? That's gonna be cool story, bro.
So the story, the World Championship story is MJF versus Bryan Danielson. MJF is doing his usual stuff of making people go through trials before they get to him. They're probably holding out to have that match at Revolution, which I think is late February, early March. That's when the next pay-per-view is. The women's stuff is a story. They're all banded into one. That's maybe the one thing I don't like. The champion, Jamie Hayter, doesn't have like a clear next target or a next contender, but that's all banded into one. The TNT stuff with Darby, it's open challenges in it, so that's only ever really gonna be matches. The tag team champions, so they Acclaimed have butt heads again with Gun Club, and now Billy Gunn is like not so much on the Acclaimed side. He's just saying like, this is nonsense. You guys keep butting heads, like just sort it out, sort of thing. Like, so we'll have to see where that's going. Obviously, the Elite just became trios champions, so I guess we'll see whoever their next contenders and stuff is gonna be. Yeah, man, there's a couple stories there. Hangman and John Moxley. Yeah. Obviously, Hangman collapsed Moxley, so he's basically feeling guilty that he's put him in the position where Moxley put him on accident, sort of thing. Yeah. Moxley's not on TV right now.
Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and
Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett stuff. Yeah, there's some good stuff happening, but it's one of them. It's the period where in WWE you've got like 4 weeks pay-per-view, 4 weeks pay-per-view. So everything is always kind of building to a pay-per-view, whether they do it well or whatnot. AEW got these longer periods to build and do stuff before they get to the pay-per-view. So it's a bit of a down-ish period before we get closer to the pay-per-view, but some good stuff is still happening on TV.
Okay, I have nothing to say. I want to say nothing. I'm one of those cool heels. I'm not going to be heelish today.
Man said a cool heel.
Sounds like an excuse though for AEW fans, but it's cool. I'm not going to be too heelish.
No. I'll be honest. Before AEW had my attention, right? Now the E has my attention.
Now, of course, obviously, Royal Rumble season is very, it's like Christmas, isn't it? It's like the day before Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the Royal Rumble, which is Christmas. So you're always going to be gassed for that, isn't it? So
I feel like I've switched sides because I don't know what's happening in AEW. And once WWE's kind of died down, I'm going to have to go back.
There is, bro. I can't like that.
He's not dying down. He's not dying down anytime soon.
Hey, man, just enjoy wrestling for what it is, bro. I even found myself even watching the Noah and the New Japan show this week.
Yeah, I need to watch that as well, to be fair. And look at me even saying that. I need to watch that.
Bro, I see Okada moving mad, fam. Is that the first time you see Okada do that? Has Okada done that before?
I've never seen him bone out like that before.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, getting a bit wrecky, isn't he? I actually saw that Okada flip out. Yeah. Crazy.
At first, I thought it was like, what's the word? I thought it was a shoot. Is it shoot?
Yeah, I thought it was shoot as well.
It was a shoot, bro. Man was kicking man's head in. The next thing you know, bam, like they started doing wrestling. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And they were tag team partners, right?
No, he was facing the other guy. But Kilmer just came into the ring and just started it's like he tried to break up the submission move. And then he just kicked Okada straight in the face. Like, that was a shoot. 100%. That he definitely.
Yeah. He had a coke when he said after.
Yeah. And then Okada took it out on him. And then, then it turned into wrestling moves when he probably calmed down. It was like that moment where, Braun Strowman went too hard on Brock Lesnar. And Lesnar just punched him.
I almost knocked him unconscious. Jesus
Man just
Christ.
Seckle, bruv.
Shook his whole immune system.
Literally.
Crazy.
Yeah. I found myself watching that. We got any questions this week? No ask questions this week?
I don't know if anyone put the question thread out there.
No, but yeah, any predictions for Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble? Who do you think is going to win that?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I was going to say Ripley.
Rhea Ripley's going to enter the Men's Royal Rumble.
Why did you say that?
She's going to the Men's Royal Rumble.
Okay.
So I feel like she keeps teasing this whole thing of like, do you know what? I don't want to fight. I want to fight the men.
Beating up guys, yeah.
I think Dominic and Rhea are going to clash. Karrion Kross is going to come in and eliminate Mysterio.
Possible.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Predictions for the Rumble. I think Pat McAfee's returning in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because the college football he was commentating is done.
Yeah.
So he ain't got nothing else to do. I think maybe Corey Graves gets up from the table and comes and
you reckon?
He's cleared, isn't it? He's cleared now. So
I'll be gassed for that.
Corey Graves could enter to maybe eliminate Pat McAfee and then them lot start some feud for WrestleMania.
That could happen.
You reckon Cena's going to be in the Rumble as well?
Nah.
in the Rumble match. I don't think
the Rumble match.
Cena's coming probably before Rumble to do a program with Fury.
He'll come Mania. He'll come Mania.
He's got Austin Fury Mania for sure.
Yeah.
He'll come in Mania.
Never say never, man, because after that atrocious Royal Rumble yesterday, they have to pull out all the stops for this one.
Yesterday, man.
I mean, sorry, last year.
Yeah, I was about to say yesterday.
I was wondering, why is there long pause?
What Rumble was he talking about?
He's definitely getting what's it? Yeah, at Rumble. I'm not at WrestleMania. Austin Fury and Cena. Stone Cold apparently is one name that's been mentioned to have match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Did you see? Apparently, that Roman Reigns rumor is not true. They contacted him to have a match with Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
has Austin even been doing cardio? All he's been doing is pumping weights. That guy won't last 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
But Lesnar don't last 5 minutes anyway. Like Lesnar's just on a quick match thing.
I mean, if they do a story where it's like Brock was meant to Stone Cold was meant to wrestle Brock Lesnar at for the King of the Ring qualification. Whatever, 2000, blah, blah, blah. And Brock's like, yo, you pussy, come out. I've defeated all the best in the world, defeated The Rock, defeated Hulk Hogan. You're the person that's left.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
Like that.
It's 20 years too late.
Yeah, but it can come on the thing where it's like, Stone Cold is like, do you know, bun it. I have to prove myself now. I put these guys in the mud. I left the company. I don't know.
I mean,
bro.
Maybe Lashley gets involved if that was to ever happen.
Like, I personally don't mind seeing Stone Cold back and having a WrestleMania match, you know, especially because
we're going
to be there. Like, but the Lesnar thing, he's not going to be able to go against Lesnar. Like,
unless he has help with Bobby Lashley, like Laps just said.
Maybe like I don't want to see him against Lesnar. I don't really want to see him against Roman. Like the brawl he had with Kevin Owens last year was perfect.
Fun.
Yeah.
It was just perfect. Just a whole 10 minutes of nonsense, basically madness, and then we had a winner. So
I'll take anything from Austin, even if it's a backstage brawl, and he's just beefing.
Just stunnering guys.
All the guys in canteen, he's just whacking them up. That I'll be entertained. I'll be satisfied with that. But I don't want to see him in the ring with someone like a Lesnar or Reigns, you know?
No, we don't want to see that.
I don't want to see a traditional match. Like what he did with Kevin Owens last year was perfect. You're going to use him in that kind of capacity. Like to have a wrestling match where he comes out in his black tights and the vest and offs the vest to start wrestling.
Oh my!
We got to see the knee brace. We got to see the knee brace. We got to see the knee brace, man.
Like because we're going like if we did see something like that, nostalgia would get me, and I wouldn't mind it. But like as an advertised thing, like watching it back on TV, I don't think it would have any replay value.
No, but look, Max, I'll give you this. Yeah, cool. You know that Stone Cold's gonna lose, yeah. Whatever. You know Brock is super Brock, but you know that the stunner holds weight. So imagine if Brock's about to do the F5, Stone Cold reverses it, stunner 1, 2, 3. I'll be fine with that. Okay,
so the way I see it, because even with Brock here, like Brock has taken a lot of losses in recent years. Like he's obviously lost to Lashley. He's lost to Roman several times. You know, he's doing his job of putting people over, especially because he's not around all the time and he is still this big attraction. But there are certain people he should be losing to, and we've named them. Brock Lesnar should not be losing to Stone Cold. Not today, not in 2023.
No, not in 2023.
Right.
I think if he loses to the likes of Stone Cold, it's like, is Brock Lesnar even Brock Lesnar anymore?
No, but Lashley will get involved, or someone will get involved.
I mean, there would have to be some type of.
Even if Brock Lesnar can still bang it, bro. I can't lie.
Sorry, what was that?
Even if interference, Brock Lesnar can still bang it. I know, he can still win the match for interference as well.
Yeah, exactly. So how are we ever gonna believe that he's going down to a stunner? Like, bro.
Probably have to get hit with several chair shots and still stairs and gets thrown out the ring and then thrown into the crowd and then punched up from the crowd and thrown into the stairs again. Then the announce table breaks and someone maybe, you know, spears him into the fucking railing and then throw him back in the ring. Then the spear again.
This is what
keep on going and then punch him.
Do that to the person.
I mean,
and then gets a stunner.
Like, think when he lost to Roman. When he lost to Lashley at last year's Royal Rumble. Roman hit him with a belt, didn't he? And that's being hit with the belt by the biggest guy in the company, sort of thing. He loses, right? Even when he lost to Roman at SummerSlam, Roman didn't pin him.
Yeah, Roman didn't pin him.
So they're still somewhat protecting him. Like, if he had a match with Stone Cold, there has to be hella involvement because otherwise, like, there's no way Austin can just pin Lesnar clean. Like, Lesnar should hang up his boots if that happened. So, yeah. But it's building up well. WrestleMania is looking interesting with what we could be getting.
I'm so gassed. So, yeah. Yeah, guys, we're coming to the end of Break It Down. We got our final episode dropping on Monday. I'm gassed for it. Christian Cage featuring basically everyone here so far, ending off the season well. Can't wait for you guys to see it, man.
Should be a good episode.
Yeah, the last episode's been sick. Can't lie. Like,
all the episodes have been sick.
Yeah. Obviously, New Japan shagged us on the Tanahashi one, but the last two have definitely been sick. So last three have been sick. So
I felt happy going on Break It Down because, man, a bit of entertainment. You know, I like it. I like stuff like that. You know, when they tell me, "How do you rate this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just tell you how it is, isn't it?" But
you know, when I'm editing back, I don't know how it makes it sometimes, bro, because the way you manage to keep everyone like calm and stuff, like, bro. Obviously, if we were to release the full uncut, you'll see what I'm talking about. We talk longer than what we talk about in the thing, fam. I don't know how it makes sense, bro.
I know when you say, "Sam, don't buy it," I thought, this fucking
bro.
Because this isn't tier ranking. We've come to have a good conversation. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tier ranking, so Mandem can do what they want, bruv. If man picked up a steel chair to hit someone with a opinion, do your thing, innit?
Give Mandem permission.
Yeah, man.
Tickets as well. Tickets are still there for the Royal Rumble. I'll be there in my suit and tie. Hope you guys will be there in your suit and tie as well.
I'm coming in my traditional.
Trust me. Yeah, was it Agbada?
Agbada.
My wax print. My Dutch wax print. Guys, go grab the tickets, man. We've got final day. Basically, when this episode comes out, it'll be your final day. There won't be tickets on the door, so don't come to the door saying, "Oh, can I get in?" Me and my friend want to come watch it.
There's no tickets on the door.
There's no tickets on the door, so make sure you get your tickets. But then I think there's only like 5 more tickets left. So yeah, whoever wants to fight, go grab them, man. Or even grab them for your friend. The raffle tickets have been sold out. It's sold out since last week, so that's something to be proud about.
20 man in that raffle. Only one can go home with a WWE championship.
Exactly. That's a Royal Rumble in itself. Bro.
And we're having a quiz on the night as well, guys. So get there, nice and early. Get your food in, get your drinks in. We're gonna have a quiz. We got some prizes for the quiz as well. So that should be good. And then 2nd of February, we have Hackney Wick.
Yes. Hackney Wick wrestling.
Hustle.
Yeah. There's still a few more tickets for that. So, guys, head over to our Instagram. We've posted up a few times. Or even just go on hustlerest.uk. Hustlerest UK on Instagram, and you're able to cop a ticket from there.
You guys don't deny yourself again. You guys know what hustle looks like, bruv. You know what Color Factory looks like under the lights.
Yep.
So don't deny yourself. Get your ticket. Get involved.
Yep.
I'm tired of telling these guys, man. And then when they see the hustle, this thing, oh, I should have come. Like, just shut your mouth and just come to the fucking event.
Yeah, exactly.
And just see what it's all about. that something could be happening. So just make sure you come. You get me?
No, fair.
You know? Yes.
No lacking.
Right. Any more announcements?
Yeah, we got one.
Um,
Like, follow, subscribe to WRESTHINGS on all accounts: Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Keep going.
Email, everything.
it's a Gmail.
We're trying to get 10K subscribers this year.
Yeah, 100%.
Trying to get 10K subscribers. Support the Mandem.
The next talk coffee as well. We've got a big announcement coming up very soon. I always say we've got a big announcement, but this one.
I think this one is coming next week, isn't it?
It's next week, yeah. This
Yeah.
one's definitely big, so guys, watch out for that, man.
100%.
What, Lloyd? You're sitting on a bad boy piece of information.
Everyone, once you see, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to speak too much, but you know what I'm talking about. Come off, we'll talk. But yeah, guys, I've been Anafi.
In laps.
Max.
Your boy Sam Blacks.
And this has been.
And this is
Well, what did Don normally say?
And
this is the coolest podcast.
What's in the world?
Yeah.
Tell your mum.
The coolest podcast in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Tell your girlfriend. Tell your older brother. Tell this thing. Tell that thing. Tell the other thing. Tell everybody about us.
What else?
Yeah? Because it's by the Mandem.
For the Mandem.
Bow. You know what I mean? Jake can't do love you, but Del says it anyway.
Yeah, catch you guys next week.
Well,
You just got to the end of the podcast, and if you enjoyed what you've listened to, enjoyed what you watched, enjoyed the vibes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bow.